Welcome back, and we're still on Q&A with our guest this week, Atty. Rommel Gutierrez, President of the Chamber of Automotive Manufacturers of the Philippines, or CAMPI, and the first Vice President for Corporate Affairs of Toyota Motor Philippines. Now, before the break, you mentioned something about the up-and-coming big event of CAMPI, and I know Al, a good friend, Sir Paul Mendoza, has a lot of questions about this motor show. Al?
Well, first off, Attorney, this event is going to be held on September 18 to 21.
Yes.
At the World Trade Center?
Yes.
Okay, this is now the 5th staging.
That's correct.
So how many car companies are represented here?
Yeah, this year we have 16 top automotive brands
16.
joining, yes.
The previous years, how many?
Around 12 to 14.
So it's...
Yes, it's
okay.
increasing.
What is the main thrust of this motor show, Attorney?
Yeah, first of all, this Philippine International Motor Show is organized by CAMPI, and this is the 5th time. We do this every other year, and we consider this a big event for the auto industry. And as usual, we will be showcasing the latest models and the latest technologies of participating brands. We expect this to be a bigger event than the previous one.
Can you name the 16 car companies, if you don't mind?
Of course, there's the Ford, the four Japanese, big Japanese companies: Mitsubishi, Honda, Isuzu, and Toyota. We have, of course, Kia, Mercedes-Benz, even Peugeot, BMW, Lexus also is joining, Mazda, Nissan, Volkswagen, and BAIC. Yeah.
Would it be the best time for a prospective buyer to get a vehicle
Definitely,
during the motor show?
Definitely, but they cannot get it from there. They look at the models and identify which brands they'd like to buy, and then, of course, consummate the transaction at the dealers.
This is your 5th staging, so that means you haven't. You every time you look forward to staging it. What is the impact of a motor show to the industry?
Based on experience, of course, sales, it has impact on sales, and the awareness of the motoring public, and exposure to concept cars. I think it's just the excitement and the motoring public look forward to. It's a 4-day event, and they have all the chance to go around and see keep themselves abreast of the latest in the automotive industry.
Is admission free, Tony?
We charge a minimal fee.
Yeah, well, actually, I understand that it's also a show of might for the automotive industry. So I guess not only the public attendees who are looking to buy cars, but also to invest in the industry itself. So it's like a getting together of the most prolific, most successful automotive brands.
Yes, yes. In fact, the theme of the motor show is progress in motion. We want to highlight the progress so far, not only the Philippine economy, that really bodes well to the automotive industry.
May I just know, this is a CAMPI organized motor show.
Yes.
Does it mean that you have to be a CAMPI member to be able to be part of the roster of exhibitors?
We would have wanted to invite everybody, but the space allocation alone is enough for CAMPI members. Yeah. Although we invited parts makers and the accessories business, they have their own booths, but not in the main hall. So maybe on the tent or some space there, so that everybody could be accommodated, as many as possible. Yes.
Okay, one last question,
Yes.
Attorney, if you don't mind.
Sure.
The Philippine Lemon Law has just been signed
Yes, yes.
by the President. Will this law do the industry any good or bad?
We welcome the passage of that law, because that will clearly establish the procedures and the grounds for replacement or refund of the purchase price of the vehicle, if indeed the vehicle is finally determined to be a lemon. Yeah. So there are procedures to be followed, to identify certain defects if this will constitute the, they say, non-conformity to the vehicle specification, to the warranty of the vehicle. So we think it's advantageous to the consumers as well as to the distributors.
Was the industry properly consulted?
Yes, yes, yes.
So, at this point in time, the die is cast. That's it. You accept the law.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Elvis,
Yes.
for the benefit of our viewers, what is a lemon car? See,
Yeah,
from the expert.
It's a defect that has something to do with safety of the vehicle, and if the distributor or assemblers cannot repair it for 4 times,
4 times.
there are 4 attempts.
At
Yeah,
least 4 attempts.
fair enough. So that means that vehicle or that defect is really something that cannot be cured.
Yeah, more than enough.
We,
4
Yes.
times.
we opened the Pandora's box, but sorry, we don't have any time anymore. We'll probably reserve the lemon law for the next visit
Yes,
of
yes.
Attorney Gutierrez. But okay, we'd like to thank you so much for having
Thank you,
joined us
Butch,
here.
yes.
But before we let you go, any parting words for our viewers?
Is this for free? Promoting the Philippine International Motor Show?
I can bill you later on. I charge by the second of airtime.
Balik kami dyan.
Yeah, okay.
Please.
Yes, thank you again, Butch, for inviting me. I'd like to invite the public to visit the Philippine International Motor Show, which will be held on September 18 to 21, 2014. It will be held at the World Trade Center, and it's going to be a big event that you guys will enjoy. Thank you.
Well, that concludes the Autofocus Q&A this week. May I thank our guest motoring journalists, Mr. Al Serpol Mendoza
Thank you.
and Mr. Ardy Lopez for joining us. And of course, our distinguished guest on Q&A this week, Attorney Rommel Gutierrez of CAMPI.
Thank you, Butch.
Thank you. Stay tuned for more about the automobile and its industry here on Autofocus, the Philippine Motor Show on television. We'll have more personalities from the automobile industry on the spotlight on our future presentations of the Autofocus Q&A.